Complete class.
Yes. Chapter 3, Laws of Motion, Exercise 3C, numericals will take today.
Yes, ma'am.
Mute yourself. Okay. The first question is, a body of mass 5 kg is moving with velocity 2 meter per second. Calculates its linear momentum. Now mass is given 5 kg and the velocity is also given to us 2 meter per second. And we know the formula for linear momentum is, linear momentum, how do we define it? Yes, it is defined as the product of mass and velocity. So mass into velocity, which is 5 into 2, that gives us 10 kg meter per second. Fine, student? So this is what it is. First question. Let's move to the next one. What it says, the linear momentum of a ball of mass 50 gram is 0.5 kg meter per second. So this is the linear momentum given and mass is given 50 grams. We have to calculate the velocity. Now the formula remains the same, that linear momentum is equal to mass into velocity, but then one thing should be very clear, that the mass is given in gram. So first step will be to convert this mass given in grams in kg. We will convert the mass which is given in grams firstly in kg. Okay. Now since linear momentum is mass into velocity, so what will be the formula for velocity if I have to calculate? It will be linear momentum upon mass. Put the value of linear momentum, which is 0.5, and mass, which is 0.05. How am I able to convert this? What is the method? 1 kg is 1000 grams, so 1 gram is 1 upon 1000 kg. So 50 upon 1000, you get 0.05 kg as the mass. Clear, students? Let's move to the next numerical. It says, a force of 15 Newton acts on a body of mass 2 kg. Calculate the acceleration produced. Mute yourself.
Not there in screen. On screen.
Now we are unable to see. Now we are able to see.
Not able to see anything.
Can you see the screen?
Now we are
Now
able to
able
see.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
First two numericals understood,
Yes, we
everyone?
are now able to see.
First,
Go back. Second one.
see the second one. The linear momentum of a ball of mass 50 gram is 0.5 kg meter per second. Okay. The linear momentum formula is, the formula for linear momentum is mass into velocity. So velocity formula is linear momentum upon mass. Mass is given in grams, 50 gram. So we'll convert it into kg. For that, divided by 1000. We get 0.05 kg as the mass. Now putting the values, we get the velocity of the body as 10 meter per second. Next, a force of 50 Newton acts on a body of mass 2 kg. Calculate the acceleration produced. Now, force is given, F is given 15 Newton, force is given 15 Newton, mass of the body M is 2 kg. So the formula we know from Newton's second law, mathematical form of Newton's second law, if you remember in the explanation I have taken, F equals to ma it is. So A acceleration comes out F upon M. Mute yourself, everyone. So putting the value of the force 15 and mass 2, we get acceleration as 15 upon 2 meter per second square, that is 7.5 meter per second square. Now, next is a force of 10 Newton acts on a body of mass 5 kg. Find the acceleration produced. So force is given as 10 Newton, mass is 5 kg. The formula again the same for acceleration. It is force upon mass from Newton's second law. So we'll substitute the value of force as well as mass. So 10 by 5, that gives 2 meter per second square as the acceleration. Now let's see the next one. Calculate the magnitude of force which when applied on a body of mass 0.5 kg produces an acceleration of 5 meter per second square. So we have to find out force mass is given as 5 kg, okay, and acceleration produced is also given as 5 meter per second square. So we know the mass, we know the acceleration. Again, mathematical form of Newton's second law, F equals to ma. 0.5 into 5, 5 5s are 25, decimal point 1 digit before, so 2.5 Newton. What is the SI unit for force? It is Newton. For mass it is kg, and for acceleration it is meter per second square. Fine. Let's see the next question. A force of 10 Newton acts on a body of mass 2 kg for 3 seconds, initially at rest. Now, if a body is initially at rest, this we discussed in the second chapter also, students. If you remember, in school only we discussed it. I've given you important points where I said if a body starts from rest, initially at rest, then what will have is that its initial velocity will always be u equals to 0. Fine. Mass is given, time taken is given, initial velocity is 0. The question says to calculate the velocity acquired by the body, and second is the change in momentum. Now let's see the first part. This all is given: force, mass, time, and initial velocity 0 because the body is initially at rest. To find out the final velocity v, we have to see the equations of motion, and for that I'll calculate the acceleration first. To find out the acceleration, what is the formula? Force upon mass. Mathematical form of Newton's second law, F equals to ma is there. So A equals to F upon m. So force is 10 upon 2, 5 meter per second square. Now once we got the value of the acceleration, 5 meter per second square, we will put it in the first equation of motion. If you remember, in the last chapter we did 3 equations of motion. This was the reason why I have taken that first. Okay. From the first equation of motion, v equals to u plus at is the formula. U, initial velocity is 0 because the body was initially at rest. This was given that the body is initially at rest. So u equals to 0 we will put. A, we calculated 5 and time taken is 3. So 5 3s are 15. We get the final velocity hence of the body as 15 meter per second. The next part of the question, we are supposed to calculate the change in momentum. Change in any quantity means final minus initial. Okay. So change in momentum means final momentum minus initial momentum. Now what is the formula for momentum? Mass into velocity. If I am saying final momentum, it will be mass into final velocity. If we want to find out initial momentum, it will be mass into initial velocity. Now delta, this delta triangle sign, if you remember, was also explained in the explanation part in the last class. Delta is for a small change in momentum. It actually means what? Delta means change in momentum, small change in any quantity. Okay, so that is m is common, v minus u, mass is 2, we are given it, this is given in the question 2 kg. So that we have substituted. V velocity, final velocity will take 15 meter per second minus initial, which is 0. So 15 minus 0 is 15 only. 15 2s are 30. So what do we get as the change in momentum is 30 kg meter per second. Let us see now the next numerical. We are given this figure in the book and the question says from the velocity time graph, VT graph. If velocity time graph is a straight line like this, what does it mean? It means uniform acceleration. This type of graph means uniform acceleration, equal change in velocity in equal interval of time. So it will be called as uniform acceleration. Question says the VT graph is given for a particle with mass 100 gram. The mass is given as 100 gram. Okay. Now calculate the force acting. So firstly we will calculate acceleration, and for acceleration I'll take the slope of the graph. What's the formula for acceleration? V minus u upon t. So what is the velocity? 20. And what is the time taken? 5. So 20 upon 5, 4 meter per second square we get. Yes, students? Any doubt up till here?
In question number 7, we have
Question number 7 you have left.
I have not left it. That's why I said pay attention, student. It's homework. Whatever numericals I am discussing, that is your classwork part, and the rest are your homework numericals. This is the reason I said please don't be busy in any of the activities, rather pay attention. Is that clear? Is that clear, students?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So pay
Yes, ma'am.
attention. The remaining will be your homework part. So you'll have to listen to me very carefully, and at the end I'll take the doubts also. If anything particularly you want to ask, one by one I'll open each and every numerical. You can give me the doubts also. Okay. Can we continue? Can we continue?
Complete your question number 8 again.
Beta? Yes? Yes, Bache. Which question was it?
Ma'am.
Which is 8th? I have not numbered it now. So you'll have to tell, then only I'll get to know what is your doubt. Yes, speaker. Who's the one asking?
Graph 1, graph.
Graph to I have just started. I have not explained it yet. So that's what I'm saying. Students, don't be busy in any of the activities. Listen. That I'm explaining.
Graph 1.
That I'm explaining. It's not done yet. Pay attention. Okay. Yes, see students. In the graph, we are shown VT, velocity time graph. Okay. And such a graph. Mute yourself. Everyone. Better. Now, in the graph question, velocity time graph is given and it is a straight line. So, it means that, yes, that the acceleration of the body is uniform because such a graph represents equal change in velocity in equal interval of time, which means it is uniform acceleration. Fine, students. Now, let's find out the acceleration first. To find out the acceleration, we know what is the formula? Velocity upon time. Velocity is given 20 meter per second and time is 5. So 20 upon 5, I get the acceleration as 4 meter per second square. Mass was given in the question as 100 gram. Earlier also in just now previous numerical I have explained you, mass SI unit should always be kg. So we'll convert it 100 upon 1000 again, which comes out 0.1 kg. This is the mass 0.1 kg. This is the acceleration that we calculated using the slope of graph. Velocity 20 upon time 5, we get 4 meter per second square. Multiplying the two, 0.1 into 4, we get the value of the force required in the question. And this is the solution, 0.4 Newton. Any doubt up till here, anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's proceed then.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Fine. Let's proceed then. 2 more are left and then I'll take your doubts if you have still anything in between you want to ask. Okay. See the next question. A force acts for 0.1 second on a body of mass 2 kg initially at rest. The force is then withdrawn and the body moves with a velocity 2 meter per second. Find the magnitude of the force. So here mass is 2 kg, initial velocity is 0. Why? Because the body is initially at rest and final velocity is given 2 meter per second. Mass is 2 kg. So first part we will have to find out, to find the force we need the acceleration. Acceleration formula is v minus u upon t. So put the values, 2 upon 0.1 it comes out, which is 20 meter per second square. So we get the acceleration as 20 meter per second square. Mass is given 2 kg, so 20 into 2, 40 Newton. So this is how we are supposed to do the numerical. Let's see this one, last one, because then the rest are all your homework numericals. You'll do these as well as the remaining, because next tomorrow you must have seen your timetable. We don't have a class, so you'll get ample time in between to complete these numerical of exercise 3C. A bullet of mass 50 gram moving with initial velocity 100 meter per second strikes a wooden block and comes to rest. Comes to rest means final velocity will be 0. If a body comes to rest, brakes are applied. I've told you, if you remember, that the final velocity in this case is always 0. Mute yourself. If doubt is there, speak up. Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Mute yourself.
Ma'am.
Mute yourself and listen then. Mass is 50 gram. Again, we'll convert it into kg. 50 upon 1000, which is 0.05 kg as the mass. Initial velocity was given in the question. Initial velocity, here it is 100 meter per second. So that I have taken. Final velocity is 0. Again repeating. Why? Because it's given that the body comes to rest. Now the distance is given that how much the bullet penetrates in the wooden block, that is 2 centimeter. Students, remember here again this is in meter per second, this is in centimeter, so we need to convert it. 1 meter is 100 centimeter, so 2 centimeter is 2 upon 100, that is 0.02 meter. Now we know all these values. The question, let's work out one by one. First part says initial momentum. Initial momentum means mass into initial velocity. Mass is 0.05 and velocity, initial velocity is 100 meter per second. Substituting both the values, we get 5 kg meter per second. Fine. So this is the initial momentum. Next, take the next, that is the final momentum we have to find out. To find out final momentum, what is the formula? Mass into final velocity. Since final velocity is itself 0, we know that any value multiplied with 0 gives you 0. So the final momentum straight away will come out 0 kg meter per second, or even if you write 0 also, then it's correct, because with 0, whatever is the unit written, it doesn't matter. Last is the acceleration. So v square minus u square upon 2as is the formula. So I'll calculate a using v square minus u square upon 2s. Substituting the values, final velocity 0, initial velocity 100. So 100 square we know, upon 2 into 0.02. So denominator comes out 0.04 divided by 100 square minus 2.5 into 10 raised to power 5 meter per second square is what we get as the acceleration. This is what we will get as the acceleration. And we know retardation is negative acceleration. So we'll be writing retardation equals to 2.5 into 10 raised to power 5 meter per second square. Here we need not have to put the sign because we know retardation itself is negative acceleration. Last part of the question, force. Force can always be positive. Okay, so force is, it is given resistive force. So resistive force means already it is very clear that it is going to act against, it will be negative. Okay, so don't take the negative sign, just take the positive value. Force F equals to ma. This is the value of mass. Acceleration we calculated in the last part. This is what it is. Multiply. On multiplication we get 12,500 Newton as the force. So this was all about the numericals that are there as a classwork. Remaining all the numericals you have to do, students, as your